So new lawn establishment. Of course, you have seeded lawns and you have sodded lawns. The biggest key to a seeded lawn is you have to keep the soil surface moist. And that requires a brief watering in the morning and a brief watering in the afternoon. Again, the seed is germinating. There are no roots deep into the soil. The newly germinating seed is only down a ½ inch or an inch into the soil. And so it's important to keep that soil surface moist at all times during the germination process. If the seeds start to germinate and it doesn't get ample moisture, that newly germinated seed dries up in the sun and dies. And beyond that, it'll never grow again. And so it's very important to water briefly in the morning for 10 or 15 minutes, and again 10 or 15 minutes in the afternoon, and keep that soil surface moist at all times. New sod, of course, is laid down and has all of its roots cut off, and so it's basically a organic mat with grass growing in it, but there's very little root system. And so that has to be watered also once or twice a day, depending on sunshine, wind, and humidity, and how much rain, etc. And so you need to keep the turf, the grass, the sod watered much more effectively because it's a living plant. It's already there. But again, it doesn't pay to send out a sprinkler for 2 hours and think you've done a great job. All you've got to do is water just briefly in the morning and briefly in the afternoon so that soil stays moist and the root system starts to develop and go down into the root system. After the grass seed germinates, go down to one watering a day, hopefully in the morning, and then once the grass starts to be mowed, you can back off watering to normal watering practices that you would do on a normal turf, giving it 1 inch a week and watering it normal after that. Sod, of course, after 1 or 2 mowings, you can back off the water. The root system is starting to establish, and so you'd only need to be able to water once a week, again 1 inch per week for sod after 3 or 4 weeks.